When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires may come to you. Was it? Will come to you. But definitely not Drake at this point. Because look, his case has been dismissed against UMG. And, you know, does this mean that he's going to be iced out? Not just from the hip hop culture, but from the music industry as a whole. Because, you know, they say don't bite the hand that feeds you. And obviously, UMG are the ones that feeds him and Steak. But at the same time, you know, but listen, we'll just get straight into it. By the way, my name is Versatile, aka I can be untrusted name. You can trust when it comes to all things reactions. Right now, we're gonna react to Drake's case. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Give me a second. I've got to make sure that this is locked and loaded. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's get straight into it. No delays. All right. So bear with me a few seconds. Let me just get up the. Let me get rid of. Okay, boom. All right, so we're gonna get straight into the article, right? So the article that we're gonna see first is clearly the whole Drake situation, and obviously we react to Screwface John's situation as well, because obviously he was put in the lawsuit, so he must be over the moon. Here we go. Here it is, right here. Drake loses UMG lawsuit. Woo! Because you know when I first reacted to this whole situation, yeah, from the very beginning, right? I said this was going to be the case is going to end up being dismissed because it's a baseless. You know what I mean? It's very, very baseless. There's nothing to it. I'm taking things out, putting things in, taking things out. You're not serious. You're not serious. But anyway, let's continue to the article real quick. All right. So, there you go. So you see the headlines there. Drake lawsuit against UMG over. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, dismissed by US courts. I shout out to Ira Star, by the way. I will react to her content on my other channel that I can be on trust. So make sure you hit the subscribe button on that one as well. But anyway, a US federal court has dismissed Drake's defamation lawsuit against Universal Music Group's ruling that Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us constitutes protected opinion rather than actionable defamation. See how I got my cup? Hey, so Judge Janet Vargas of the Southern District of New York granted UMG's motion to dismiss all claims on Thursday, October 9th, finding that accusations made by Drake in the song's lyrics cannot reasonably be interpreted as statement of facts given the context of the artist's heated rap battle. It's like, honestly, yeah, what are we honestly doing here, yeah? Why are you thinking that you get yourself into a rap battle and you're telling me you want to sue over that just because you lost? Anyway, let's keep it moving, yeah? All right, so a spokesperson for Universal Music Group told MBW, which is Music Business Worldwide, from the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression, and never should have been in the light, never should have seen the light of day, which is facts. It shouldn't have. All those who were saying, "Oh, it's for the artists, it's for the independent artists," this, that, he's doing it for the artists. Well. Look what we have here. I'm going to read that one more time. A spokesperson for Universal Music Group told MBW from the outset the suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expressions and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. See, look, even with the court dismissing the case, UMG is still saying, we'll still feed you. We'll still feed you. Do you know what I mean? So this is like that technically is a W for Drake. If he wants a W, there it is. That's a W for him, I guess. If you try to look for a W, that's one. All right. All right. Not Like Us is released May 4th, 2024. Was the penultimate. I can't even read some words, and it is what it is. Penultimate track in what the court called perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history. Over 16 days, Drake and Lamar released 8 diss tracks with increasingly inflammatory rhetoric. And do you know what? It's interesting that it's put in that narrative, it's put in that perspective, because you've got to look at age and you've got to look at the overall scope of hip hop culture. Because there's many people dissing many people. You even got the battle leagues, right? But aside from the battle leagues, you have notable MCs dissing each other. So it's like, all right, good. You look at, for example, from my age growing up, I missed out on the Jay-Z versus Nas. I literally kind of missed out on that. And then I just about was there for, basically G-Unit or 50 Cent versus Ja Rule and that. But I never understood the context at the same time. You understand? Because I was there, like I was in my early teens. I never really fathomed what the whole thing was. But still, Ja Rule didn't sue 50 Cent for losing. You know what I mean? And then also, you got to also think about another thing. That's that. And even prior to those two that I mentioned, you got Tupac and Biggie. They didn't sue each other. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand why, Drake wanted to go down this route, but we move. But what would you say is the biggest rap battles as far as full on artists? Because it's mad, because you got the battle league and they're dissing each other, but that's a different setting. But as a whole, because you still got ICED, ICED's you got who there's so many. I might have to just do a whole reaction to these type of things, just so you can understand. Hit the like button, turn on the bell notification if you want more content regarding hip hop. Anyway, you know what I mean. So the song achieved massive commercial success with over 1.4 billion streams on Spotify, winning Record of the Year at the Grammys and being performed during the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show to 133.5 million viewers. All right. Drake's lawsuit filed in January 2025 alleged that UMG intentionally published and promoted the song while knowing that the song's insinuations that he had relations with a minor or minors were false and defamatory. The funny thing is, he alluded to that in Meet the Grahams. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he even alluded to it in Euphoria. Like, he literally mentioned it in a, like, if you understood the lyrics properly, like you would understand. Yeah, he's get me. But he told you he will spare you this time. It's random acts of kindness. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, both Drake and Lamar released their records via UMG and its Republic Records and Interscope, respectively. In her 38-page opinion, which you can read for here, which I'm not going to do because it's going to take I won't say all day, but 38 pages. The last time I read court documents, it took me ages. So I'm not doing that this time. All right. We know what the result is. We know the result is the case has been dismissed, but we need to understand as a scope, why was it dismissed, and then how does it mean that Drake is being iced out? Well, clearly he's not going to be iced out from the music industry because UMG is saying we'll still feed you, so that's all good. Get me? Anyway, Judge Vargas emphasized that the broader context of the rap battle was essential to understanding how a reasonable listener would interpret the lyrics. Facts. The court rejected Drake's arguments that the song should be assessed in isolation from other diss tracks, finding that the songs released during the rap battle are in a dialogue with one another and must be read together to fully assess how the general audience would perceive the statements. Now, this is the thing. You have to understand, yes, sometimes in rap battles, there are going to be some defamatory things that are going to be said against one another, whether they are true or not. It does and doesn't matter in some senses, but in the end, with Drake, his issue is I think he just wants to find a W, yeah. And this route was not it. Whoever suggested this for him, I'm sorry, they did him dirty. They did him dirty. They did him dirty because you wasted court time. It's a good thing it didn't go to trial. The case just got dismissed. But anyway, and also he asked for it. He even said, he more or less alluded to mentioning about. Do you see what I'm going to say? Let's put this into perspective. Look. Let's take a step back and rewind. Didn't Drake in the song, what was the name of the song again? Where he basically is using AI voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and he's basically hinting at Kendrick to actually mention about liking minors, that Drake likes minors. So he caused that on himself, irrespective of Euphoria, but he caused it on himself. What do you want him to do? You know what I mean? So if you want to do an isolation, how about that? That should be, and then not only that, shouldn't shouldn't Tupac's estate then sue Drake? They didn't even end up suing him anyway, but they did say take it down, and he did. He had to. He had no other choice because he knew he'd get sued. And anyone using Tupac's image for AI, and I'm seeing a lot of it lately as well. I hope and pray. Yeah, I hope and pray. Yeah, it's not just Tupac, it's also Michael Jackson as well. I hope and pray their estates, their family sue you all. Like if it's any suing that needs to be done, it has to be in that regards. But battling, nah, forget it. Where was that? So Drake also claimed for harassment and violation of New York General Business Law Section 349. Alleging UMG engaged in deceptive practices, including using bots and payola to artificially inflate the song's popularity. I'm sorry, as soon as you hear a mustard rhythm, you already know you know what time it is. You don't have to pay payola to make it popular. Whenever you hear these productions, it's already a hit. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So where was that? The court dismissed these claims as well, finding no private right of action for harassment and insufficient evidence. I'm gonna read that one more time. And insufficient evidence of consumer harm. A spokesperson for Drake said, "We intend to appeal today's ruling, and we look forward to the court appeal reviewing it." Now, listen, they're within the rights to appeal. Go ahead, do what you want, but that's only going to lead to something else. Yeah. Because now eventually, all right, Drake will, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. This will end up leading towards Drake having to prove that what Kendrick said about him was lies. He has to prove it. And if he can't prove it, which he obviously can't, because the deeper you go down the rabbit hole, it is what it is. So that's my perspective on that. But let me know what your thoughts are on that quick read. Let me see what people are comment on this. They say, good, that the man is a pox on art itself. I hope he eats the end of a barrel. Wow, that's a bit deep. Bro, where you get this one? I'm borrowing it. All right. Nah, it's amazing how how situations can be. But anyway, listen, we're gonna react to obviously Screwface John's reaction, yeah, and then obviously his video to I think it's section 79 or something like that. But make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's keep it moving. Get me, no long tongue, no delays. Let's go. I just hope this is playing. Is it playing?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hold on.
I stand up for this. We got him. We fucking got him. We did it. We did it. Y'all like my hat? Y'all like my hat? Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So let's react to Screwface John's reaction. Let's get it. Let's go. Get me. If you're Screwface John fan, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification. Let's keep it moving. Get me. Hip hop is a sport, as he says, and it's true because it is a sport. If you lose, you lose. All right. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta stand up for this one. We got him.
Got him.
We fucking got him. We did it. We did it. Y'all like my hat? Y'all like my hat? Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like ever since this whole thing, by the way, new shirts coming soon. The hip hop always win tees are coming soon. I'm making them right now. Don't.
Yes, that's facts. Hip hop always wins. All right. Like, do you know how many trials and tribulations that hip hop culture has gone in? And it's always, for example, those who are not for the culture or from the culture that want to take it that route. I'm just saying. If you go take a look back through history and time, you will see it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Dolores Tucker, she's one example. You know what I mean? Bob Dole, one example. You know what I mean?
Don't worry. If you want one, put hip hop always wins in the comment section. So Lawbury Graham, Drizzy Fake, the Champagne Cop, Snitch God, Supac has taken officially the biggest L. Another one of hip hop history. The
Another one.
UMG case has now been officially dismissed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a huge, huge, huge W for hip hop. This is a huge win. This is a huge moment. Honestly, everybody kept asking me, "School, we waiting for your video. When's your video?" I said, "Bro, I gotta wait. I can't just go right into this video. I gotta let this settle in." Because I feel like from the beginning, I was one of the main or first people pushing just how bad this was. Before my name was even put in it. Before the Clips had their whole situation with Kendrick because of that. Before all of the different things and the attempts of censorship were happening. And then my name was literally put in it. And then, you know what? That's when I knew the case, they really didn't have a case. You gotta understand why it was such a problem for him to put, why I had such a problem with that. One, you know how that's anti-hip hop, but two, it's anti-freedom of speech. And three, how dare you, I know what you was trying to do, insinuate or make illusions that I could be bought. Because all I got in this is my word.
And do you know the irony? Well, yeah. You know the irony of that, yeah? It's the fact of, you know, when it comes down to it, I'm pretty sure there was a clip of, I think it's Rob Markman. He was basically saying, you know what I mean? He was more or less alluded towards that.
Вас обманывает брокер? Теперь у вас есть возможность восстановить средства, потерянные из-за...
Yeah, Rob Markman, he was the one that do that. You know what I mean? That Drake tried to buy him, but he said no. So that's the you know what I mean? And then it's insane. It's insane how there's a lot of people that can actually be brought, and there's a lot of people that can't be brought. Shout out to the real ones that can't be brought. If you can't be brought, you should hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, because only real ish is coming on this channel. Get me? Let's go.
You can hate my opinion, but as long as it's my opinion, I'm Gucci. We gonna break down this whole thing. Drake is the biggest loser in hip hop. Right. Drake is one of the biggest losers in entertainment. And this is gonna be a longer video. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. We're gonna read the whole court thing, but I'm not gonna do that now. I'm just gonna read certain parts, the funniest parts and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about it. Document 80, the victory lap. coming soon. So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen.
He's saying a new song is coming. Yeah? All right, cool. I need to react to that. This time I'll react to it early. Don't worry.
Drake's lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us dismissed by judge. And I need to know, Drake, you lost everything in this battle. Just the way that the entire culture is celebrating. Everybody, it feels like another Not Like Us drop. Not Like Us is trending again, and it's going to blow up again.
Facts.
We don't like you, gang, for the things you did. You are this weird, three-toed Canadian tree sloth really thought he was going to come and try to spoil hip-hop because he lost. Get out of here. Look at how many people are celebrating. Bro, you lost the culture. You lost the masses. You're always going to have your weird sycophant fans who are dying right now. But we don't, goofy. Look at you.
My thing is, and you can leave it on to the comments below. If you were Drake in that moment, of losing a rap battle, right? And I get it. Yeah, you're being accused of whatever. But like, if you know it's not true about you and you know you got your core fan base, what would you do? Leave it answer in the comment section below. Because the best thing that, personally, I'm thinking the best thing he could have done at that moment, be like, you know what? Take the loss. Do you know what I mean? And just find a way to fine-tune his career as a artist or whatever, and then just get back on that. I mean, his music's been... let me not judge on his music, because his music's never really been for me anyway.
Yeah, take your little biker jacket on and go back to Degrassi with your goddamn racist biker friends. Go over there, you goofy. Anyway, so let's get to reading. Hey, I'm gonna talk so greasy on this nigga now. Because I knew my part was gonna get dismissed. But the fact that the whole case got dismissed, you mad? I thought you wanted to see the paperwork. I thought you wanted to see UMG's communication. What happened to that? You bitch, man. Okay, anyway. No, let me bask in this one. It's going to be a long video. I'm enjoying this. A federal judge, George Vargas. Oh, the beautiful Judge Vargas. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got something cool in the cooler for you, Judge Vargas. On God in heaven. You know? Black and brown unite. Y'all remember the people who poked up the dude who did Nipsey with a man, I love me, Viva la Raza. You know what I mean? Anyway, so oops. All right, my bad. I had to find a different article because they were trying to make me subscribe and F that. So, a federal judge in New York dismissed Drake's defamation case against record label UMG streaming group from a rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. And Judge Vargas determined the alleged defamatory information or statements. Now, y'all know I like putting y'all on, bro. It's bad! I like putting y'all on ways to make money and fun ways to make money, man.
My sister Ellie was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia in 2020.
Here comes the money.
And I've been asked for a couple videos now, and some of y'all might just think it's just another sponsor, just an ad.
Cash, if you want to sponsor me, let me know, because that's what I'm gonna say. Get me.
I've been having people hit me up with real feedback, talk about that they really get into that checking. I don't know how I gotta say it, but please listen up. This is not a joke. All you gotta do to sign up is use the link in the description or the QR code, and then you put in a password and an email, and that's it. After that, you can get right to making some money off playing games.
He ain't lying.
Now make sure you verify your email when you make an account so they can track your progress through the games. So scan the QR code or use the link in the description to create your account today, and then all you gotta do is beat levels to get your rewards, man. And once you start earning money, all I ask is that you come back and you let people know I put you on. Yeah, I hooked it up, even. Issued in the lawsuit are non-actionable opinion and dismissed Drake's lawsuit against UMG. A spokesperson for Drake said that the statement obtained by ABC that his team intends to appeal. So they intend to appeal. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You lost. You lost the culture. You a loser. All y'all niggas is losers. And I hope your lawyers keep, they're trying to have a nice little Christmas. Oh, we gonna appeal? No, we gonna appeal. You got the backhand right. Oh, yeah, we gonna appeal? No, don't worry. Matter of fact, after that, we gonna find another appeal. And what does this do for the Iceman rollout? That whole cryptic Pinocchio bullshit y'all was pushing. What does that do? What does that do?
That's why my thumbnail is what it is, and that's why the title is what it is, and that's why my intro is what it was. All right, so it is what it is. Let's keep it moving.
For that stupid jacket you had on, I know what they did last summer. I'm Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm Brandy. You dumb, goofy Canadian bitch.
You know what's funny, Brandy?
Shout out to all my real Canadian niggas out there. I done connected with a lot of real Canadians out there. You know what I mean? Salute. So let's get to Twitter, because you know Twitter was going to twit. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead. Hold on. I wanted to get to, before we even get to this, the botting rumors are also officially squashed. It's a bad day to be a parasocial owl. It's a real nasty day to be one. The court disagrees to allege that UMG implemented covert, these letters are real small, covert practices to manipulate streams of Not Like Us and inflate the record's perceived popularity. Plaintiff relies on tweets. Oh my God, they're cooking you. This is what you get when you have your case, and one of the reasons you have a case is because academic.
You know what's mad, yeah? If you're using that as evidence, that's your evidence?
Acadiddy, this your fault too, nigga. Drake, you goofy. I don't know how. Somebody start a goofy count. You goofy. You will never be cool. You're never going to be tough. Your Iceman album, if you ever have anything even aggressive in your Iceman album, shut up. At this point, I got Lizzie McGuire more gangster than you. Shut up, nigga.
Liz McGuire, you know. Listen, he used to watch, what's that show? No, the show is called Liz McGuire, isn't it? With, it's bugging my brain.
I'd rather see a battle between Hannah Montana and Lizzie McGuire than ever see you try to act tough again. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. And Baca weird. All them niggas weird. Anyway, he got a weird case. The court finds plaintiff's reliance on online comments and reporting insufficient to meet the plausibility standard. She basically...
I'm sorry, that's the name, Hilary Duff. Yeah.
He said, this nigga was using tweets. Wait a minute, you come to my court and your evidence is tweets and random whistleblowers from Acadiddy? That nigga can't even keep his tweets because he a creep.
No, wait, hang on. When he said Lizzie McGuire versus Hannah Montana, there literally was Hilary Duff versus Hannah Montana. That's insane. I didn't even know that like that. I promise you I didn't. I might have to react to that type of thing. I'm not going to lie. And they didn't even sue over each other. I'm sure they didn't. You know what I mean? Disney must have got paid regardless because they're like, hey, listen, it helps us. That's insane. I didn't know that. Anyway.
Did you know that this online check can find all your car finance agreements dating back to 2007 and check for claims?
Yeah, there's waiting for the screw video. I'm basking in this. This is going to be one of these videos. Yeah. And I'm going to go live. I'm going to read the whole thing. I'll be on for 3 hours if I need to. Yes, sir. The experience of no-name person from a small set of anonymous customer reviews does not meet much half the complaint. Now, when you guys are trying this appeal, you got to know just how stupid this case looks. And Judge Vargas did a great job in showing you how stupid. So whoever you appeal this to, good luck, nigga. Okay. Kamehameha. Don't bring Dragon Ball Z into this. Tweets are known as post on X, was formerly known as Twitter, which uses and he was trying to look for my Twitter messages. Look at you. I protect hip hop culture at all costs. That's what we was doing. I told you it was more than merch. It's a mission statement. Hip hop always win. T-shirts coming soon. Don't worry. We're going to have hoodies because it's getting a little colder. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a little zesty, bro.
Where we go? Okay. Finding a lack of probity from anonymous online comments. Basically, they're saying, hey, nigga, you can't just be using random Twitter bots for your evidence.
That's
You
true.
goofy goofball, nigga. Maybe you didn't know how American law works. I don't know if that works in Canada. Where Exhibit A, this random nigga on Twitter. Exhibit B, this random nigga on Instagram.
Now,
and judge, this is the smoking gun. Exhibit C, an anonymous random nigga on academic stream. Take him to jail. Take Lucy into jail.
Not like if I can understand if it was the case of they were showing facts and like evidence that can't be disputed. That's different. If you're showing it within tweets or a post on Instagram, whatever the case is, but this clearly wasn't the case.
Okay, like us, while the covert practice of providing financial incentives to undisclosed third parties and leverage of business relationship, if they exist, may be facts and that are peculiar within possession control of UMG. Basically, like, hey, nigga, they're promoting your record. That's their job, nigga. They do the same shit for you, Mr. Body Bottington. Yeah, man. Allegedly.
For real.
So the bot rumor, and I'm low-key glad all of this was put into this lawsuit, because as Judge Vargas eviscerates and ethers this, it really, every single thing Drake stood on has been eviscerated. Every lie that he stood on. You were just throwing a stripper fit, that's all. That's all you was doing. Rory, where you at?
And it's interesting he said that, because it's exactly what Kendrick said. Family matter ain't the truth of the matter. It was God planned to show you who the liar is, right? There you go.
Rory, I need you in front of the congregation, Redhead. I need you. Come over here, Red. Come over here. Sit down. Explain to me again how he was doing this for the little man. No, I got time. And I don't even hate Rory. You know what I mean? I don't hate Maul either. Hate is crazy. I think Maul's a goofball. I think he made himself look like extra super duper more of a clown. I used to watch Maul on the Joe Budden podcast. I never knew he was much of a clown as he was since this Drake thing. Once I saw his leg lock up and he hit this move, I said, okay, yeah.
And it's mad, yeah, because I swear Maul is Biggs' brother. You know Kareem Big Burke, one of the third founders of Rockefeller Records. So, and it's the fact that Kareem is more silent. He's not silent, but he's like, he does kind of move in silence. And knowing the contribution that he has genuinely made for hip-hop culture, the way he has pushed hip-hop culture forward, the fact that his brother's doing this madness, I don't know. But maybe sometimes what you see with some people is not always what you get. Sometimes it's just, well, they know this is what it is. And I don't know. Sometimes I don't think Mal believes what he believes. Do you think that? Like, Mal does not believe what he believes. All right? He just doesn't. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
That nigga too far gone. Rory, remember when you volunteered that weird propaganda? No, I think what's really happening is if you... Shut up, nigga!
I remember that.
Niggas just be loving that both sides of the fence ass nigga. And I love... Niggas just want to secure that Drake interview. The little man,
never
right?
gonna happen.
But he put niggas like me in the lawsuit. Aren't I considered a little man compared to him? I don't know, nigga. Anyway, let's keep it going. Now, we're going to get to the Justin part. Don't worry. The Drake versus UMG's case has been dismissed by judge. Here's another part. You know, I'm just poking up random stuff. We're going to go live tomorrow, and we're going to do the whole thing part by part, but it's like 38 pages, literally, right here, 38. But we're going to talk about it. There's another part. The weight loss drug Ozempic. ID. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. F what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. The fact that she's quoting Kendrick. Kendrick won this case for UMG through part in his own lyrics. Like Kendrick also, and I said this before, even the Baka got a weird case, why is he around, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. I said before early that that's not really calling Drake a pedophile. I think Kendrick wrote this in a way where he knew this was a suey ass, Karen ass, goofy ass. Can I talk to your manager? And goofy? All right, so let's get into this. Hold on. Okay. So so the way Lamar also insinuates that Drake knowingly hires sexual offenders, grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on OVO that keep on a monthly allowance. Okay, now let's go to Justin Hunt because he, first of all, shout out to the company, man. It's all happening. That's my man's,
Imagine being able to build an app with your name just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
That's my man's. That's somebody that I really became like real close with, like friends, a homie. Through this is Justin, and I grew up watching. Like I was a fan of Justin before we even met. So like it's dope. Shout out to Justin. It's all happening. This is a win for all of us. My brother, my black brother. Let me read his tweet. He said Drake sued. Justin said Drake sued over Kendrick saying something that he told Kendrick to say. He should have known that it was gonna be an incredible high hurdle to climb of the court of law. The judge did her homework. So this is what Vargas did. Shout out to Vargas. Oh, I love Judge Vargas. I've always said too, it's weird to me that I feel like the hip hop generation hasn't started getting into like politics and government, because it's like, dog, hip hop been around for long enough now that I feel like some of these, because every time a hip hop case gets brought up, sometimes I feel like, do y'all know how, I feel like it's detrimental in some of these cases that y'all don't know how this culture works. And then my question is, how long has this culture been around that none of y'all are starting to, none of y'all grew up with hip hop? That's weird to me. That's weird to me. Because even if you 50, hip hop is 50. That means you literally as old as hip hop. So I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. But I feel like she.
No, he's right about that, because even with the judges aside, lawyers aside, attorneys aside, that's one thing. But politics, there definitely are people within politics that are from the hip hop culture. I believe even what's his name from Two Live Crew was in politics at one point. I'm gonna double check, but let's keep moving.
Might have been listening to some, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. She might have been in the barrio with it, listening to back in the, you know what I mean? Anyway. She said, of particular relevance in the tailor-made freestyle, Drake challenged Lamar to make the PDF accusation at issue. Using the artificial generated voice of deceased rapper Tupac, Drake goads Lamar. First of all, shout out to Tupac. Tupac, you strike again. West Side, the la da 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 la da 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 la 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 la, all you niggas die.
You know what's funny? It's the fact that technically Tupac is from the East Coast, but I got Tupac content coming up soon, so make sure you stay locked, turn on the post notifications, so when you're notified and when I upload or go live regarding that content, you will be able to watch there and then. But yeah, I am right. It's where is it? I'll get to it.
As we ride on the enemies. Is it ironic that it was Pac's voice, that he did this in Pac's voice, and this was really one of the nails in his coffin, one of the knives in his back? Shout out to Tupac. You should have left his voice alone, nigga. Because what happens when you turn to Tupac, for some reason, you just get to telling the truth. The spirit of Tupac took over that nigga. He got to tell him the truth. Tell him that he's a weirdo. He got to tell him the truth. But this is what you said. She said, Judge Vargas said, didn't you say...
Before we get into that, yeah? No, we do have someone from hip-hop that was running for Congress. Might run for Congress. Uncle Luke from Two Live Crew, which is so mad when you think about it, because he was one of the first to, in hip-hop culture, that it ended up being in a court process. I think he's one of the main reasons why CDs or cassette tapes in those days as well, why there was parental advisory. If you know, you know. If you don't, now you know. Yeah. but this is in 2024. Uncle Luke might run for Congress to defend Miami, basically. There you go.
Kendrick, we need you. The West Coast savior. Engrave your name in some hip hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. Man, Drake, you really were too confident. This is another just exercise in don't ever overshoot. Lord have mercy. When you kill somebody and you kill them completely, or you believe it, and actually it shows don't ever underestimate your opponent. Drake thought that he was the bully. Little did he know that he was going against a school shooter. Like, he thought he was the bully. Little did he know what Kendrick had in his backpack, nigga. That's a metaphor, by the way, because you niggas is goofies. You seem a little nervous about all the publicity. He wasn't nervous. He was waiting. He wasn't nervous at all. F that Canadian light-skinned dot. We need a no debate West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. Heard it on the Joe Budden podcast. Gotta be true.
In Cardi Beast, do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. It's like you're the one. Anyway, shout out to Janet Vargas or Judge Vargas, should I say? And obviously, shout out to Screwface.
This is a low-end shaper that adds huge and massive weight to your bass and kick drums. Low end is so important in a
It is, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, any person with half a brain in their head knew this was cooked, knew that this was a stupid lawsuit, knew this was frivolous. Any person, and I know y'all bookmark tweets, I saw, man, it's niggas are getting them birds, and any nigga who was trying to lie on for Drake or was trying to coddle Drake or trying to just look stupid, who are they getting eviscerated? Eviscerated. Anybody with half a brain in their head, anybody who's watched half an episode of Law and Order should have went, wait a minute, you're suing him for defamation for calling you, for saying girl.
They're literally made regarding this episode of. In fact, it could be for like half a season, if that. No, 2 seasons. Because when you think about it, or how many episodes would it be if it was an episode of Law and Order? And obviously, ICED has to be there because isn't he not from hip hop? Isn't he also someone that had beef with a few other people? I'm sure he had beef with who was it? He had beef with a few people, but you know what I mean?
But you literally specifically asked him to say that.
Facts.
How is that gonna work? I remember people was like, oh no, this is 3D chess. Rory, are you dumb? I gotta keep going back to Rory. Like, Rory, bro, you usually are able to comprehend things better. And like, wait, you heard that battle and thought that this suit was no, it might just be, no, I'm here for the jokes, but let's really think about, shut.
I think he plays.
So it is in context in which such lyrics are, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young, from the recording must be assessed. The similarity in the wording strongly suggests that the line directly called back to Drake's lyric. And you know what's the craziest part? Kendrick's a genius. Because even the, say Drake, I heard you like him young. I didn't even, this is why I love rap. Because it's another layer that the judge just showed me. I didn't even realize that when Kendrick says, hey Drake, I heard you like him young.
He never said you like him young.
Nobody asked who did he hear it from. He heard it from Drake.
Real, nah. When you deep it, like when you genuinely deep it, that's actually true. Like it's actually true. So this is why Drake can't get mad. If you're gonna get mad at yourself. You did it to yourself. Get me? You know, as Kendrick said in Meet the Grahams, F a rap battle. This is a long life battle of yourself. That's as simple as it gets.
I said, oh, Judge Vargas bar. Oh, that makes that bar even harder. Because I thought he was just being petty. Say, Drake, I heard you like him young because the rumors. But it's like, no, I heard you like him young because you told me as Tupac you liked him young. Wow. Yes, cooked. Yeah, wow. Wow. Now,
someone that likes to honor
another one of my homies, Curtis King. I had to cover this part.
Shout out to Curtis King.
Because
shout out to Justin Hunt.
I guess these are the different reasons and why these things got dismissed, right? And it shows me that Judge Vargas understands. So shout out to Curtis King, Curtis with 2 S. When a judge has better understanding of how rap battles work than you do, you have to know you have no business in hip hop related debates.
Facts. Facts.
I'm the hip hop battle nigga, bro. I'm the hip hop nigga in general, but like when it comes to the battle, can you believe that there was? Can y'all believe that there was niggas that was arguing with me this whole time? Go back to all my videos, and now you can just go through like, God damn, Screw was right. Just go through all my Drake videos about this UMG case. Go back. I was dropping gems the whole time. And if you stay over there. If you was one of them goofies, stay over there, nigga. Because I see some of you OV hoes trying to, oh my God. I see a dirty face boy talk about, I mean, if you really think Drake did this because 3D chess, you're delusional. Nigga, you're delusional. You're king delusion, bro. I see oh my God, you made us care about this. You made us move the goalpost. You made us lie for you. You're admitting you lied. You admitting you almost didn't even believe this. You admitting what you did. So, oh, nigga. Oh, yeah. Y'all don't know I got a praying mother. That's the thing. A praying Nigerian mother. Them prayers hit like 762s, nigga.
Facts. I listen. Especially my family, being Nigerian, I know they're very prayerful. That's for certain.
I'm telling you, don't you ever mess with my mother's son. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So number 3, why this was dismissed. Direct quote. Because the court concludes that I think it's a summary, that the alleged defamatory statement in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion, the motion is dismissed, granted. So thank you again, Vargas, for protecting hip hop. It's already been damaged because there's going to still be record labels who don't even want to go through this again. But thank you. This really helps. And another thing I got to tell Drake and all the Drake fans, y'all see like go on any social media right now. It literally feels like hip hop won a World Series. Like we're all on the team. Look at this celebration. And if I'm Drake, I'm looking at this like, oh yeah, I'm not welcome here. I'm gonna still be able to sell records. I'm tolerated. I went from being celebrated and now I forever will be tolerated. That's where you are now, Drake. You went from being celebrated, that the best you're ever gonna be now is tolerated. You will forever wear this like an albatross around your neck. You will forever have that scarlet letter. You will forever have that mark on you. Your jacket is stained with mustard. Ain't nobody taking that mustard off. You will always be the Karen of hip hop. Every time you say something aggressive, every time you try to act like you cool, these will always come up. And it doesn't matter how many fans you have. And by the way, some of your diehards are jumping ship. This is literally like what's happening with Trump. How are y'all not seeing the parallels of Drake and Trump? It's insane.
To be able to compare the two is insane. It's insane. Like, it's insane. Hey, listen, it is what it is, isn't it?
Rogan jumping ship, Theo Von jumping ship, Andrew Zig Heil Schultz jumping ship. Look at all these podcast bros that are now jumping ship and speaking about. These are the same people that helped get him elected. And I'm not even trying to be political with it, but I'm saying, how are y'all not seeing this? Drake tried to censor niggas. I guess Drake tried. He thought it was going to be Stephen Colbert, but you can't take me off of TV. And bigger than me, you thought you was going to silence, as crazy as it sounds, hip-hop, UMG. You asked him to take down records, delete shit. And you messed around and found Kimmel.
Business owners, are you tired of paying hidden fees for your card machine? Then switch to Tear now.
MAGA Drizzy gets a looking like Trump whenever he beef. Document 80 coming soon. Stay tuned. I'm so excited. There's gonna be a celebration for hip hop. The victory lap. Anyway,
because I didn't get a chance to when it was.
Yeah, Dre, you gotta really look at how many people don't like you, gang. And this is the crazy thing is, this is the bed you built on God in heaven. Iceman gonna land. Iceman gonna land insane now, right? I know you're talking crazy on Iceman. And understand, I'm probably gonna react to a few of them records. For the roast your goofy ass nigga. And we finna monetize it. Niggas gonna be like, so you just gonna monetize Drake? Yeah! Nigga, we overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga? We overcharging niggas for what you did to the Cold Crush. Pay us like you owe us for all the years that you hold us. You can talk.
I don't think many people understand that bar. It's actually from Jay-Z, and in regards to the fact that the Cold Crush brothers, they were in a very bad contract. You understand? They were one of the first few in the door. Yeah,
basically. Money talk, so talk more bucks, man. Yeah, I need damages, nigga. Yeah, you put my word in question, nigga. Huh? I can't sleep. Huh? Consider these damages, nigga. Anyway, 4, can listeners take it literally? Direct quote, part 11. The issue in this case is whether Not Like Us can reasonably be understood to convey as a factual matter, that Drake is a PDF. In light of overall context, the court holds that it cannot, because it didn't, bro. Because what are you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about, Drake? And that's another thing where I said, if I was Joe Budden, nigga, I would have been going so much harder on Drake, especially after the Melissa Ford thing he did and he called me a dick. So I swear to God, Joe Budden shoots Drake so much more bail than he deserves. And some people might be like, well, he goes in. I watch Joe Budden's podcast every day. You can tell he be putting a silencer on his blicky. Take that off, bro. Take the silencer off. Let that nigga have it, my nigga. Let him have it for hip hop, bro. Let him have it, my nigga. He really was suing for defamation while calling you a dick. Somebody clip this and send it to Joe. Joe, we need the wife beater. We need a wife beater, Joe, nigga. And we here for
not that Joe Budden. The Slaughterhouse Joe Budden. That one. That version.
Don't get caught up with them OV hoes that's trying to confuse you and be like, oh, all you ever do is talk about Drake. Yup, nigga, that's what we want to hear. Go in. We want to hear it. We hip hop. We want to hear you, Joe. Let's go, huh? You better pump it up on that nigga, huh? You better drop a goddamn padded room on this nigga, huh? Who killed it? You're the one who made the song. Who killed it? You better speak on that, Joseph. We here for it. Anyway, my bad. Shout out to you on the show. Anyway, direct quote. Anyway, guide to understand. The judge ruled that no reasonable listener would take this as take this as proof that he's a PDF. Context of this. The only people who took it as proof were the parasocial weirdos, which is weird because, like, how are you a fan and then you're taking that as proof that he's... Anyway. Context of the diss. The form here is music recording and particularly a rap diss track. The average user is not under the impression that a diss track is fact. Thank you. And I love the fact, Judge Vargas, you did something that's actually super important that I don't think you even realize, and you probably do because you're a judge and you're probably very intelligent. You have just made a legal precedent that diss tracks cannot be taken as factual.
You know what I'm saying? They can say what the F they want.
Viva la raza, I love you. I give you a big old hug, man. I love that, man. She protected hip hop at all costs. Let me find out I know she got a hot 16, hot 8. Can't grow up in that. She got a hot 8. She got a hot 8. Since the lyrics appeared in a rap battle, the court said audience expects insults, exaggeration, non-fact. Thank God. Because this nigga had me censoring stuff out of diss tracks. No more, nigga. This is the second one. Rap battles are exaggerated by nature. That's a fact. I know rap. I know battle rap. This precisely the type of context in which an audience may anticipate the use of epithets, fury, rhetoric, hyperbole, rather than factual assertions. Obviously, any regular person would do that. The court compared a diss track to trash talk, fury language meant to sting facts. Tone and language of the song. Not Like Us is replete with profanity. With profanity?
I mean,
Drake was trying to turn this shit some puritanical. He was trying to have niggas pilgrim rapping. with profanity, but one of your diss tracks the first word is nigga. Shut your bitch ass up. God, you such a... Drake, you're so cool, bro. Like, I don't know what you thought you was getting from this, but like, bro, you really are Jimmy from Degrassi, my nigga. You really are Jimmy from Degrassi. And trust me, I grew up a huge Drake fan, nigga. And I watched all the episodes of Degrassi. I remember them episodes. Yeah, you are the exact goofy that Jimmy was, nigga. And you ended up just like him, too. Man. The album and art of the video, direct quote, the image itself. Oh yeah, guideline. The wild tone of the song itself showed it was opinion and hype, not literal accusations. The image itself, with its overlay, more than a dozen sex offender markers, is obviously exaggerated and doctored. No reasonable person would view this image and believe it. Even if the album art was called out so obviously fake that no one would mistake it as real evidence. She basically said, any of you niggas who thought that this was real or thought that this was going to work, y'all niggas are stupid as hell.
Facts.
Drake, you're an idiot. Drake's lawyers, y'all are the smartest people in this, because I guarantee you, they know that this is stupid, but it's like, hey, nigga, when we gonna get this chance again? Run this goofy through the mud, nigga. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go live tomorrow. Document 80 is coming. Hip Hop Always Win t-shirts are coming. One thing, I was at the Canelo and Crawford fight live. I was there in person. I was in the venue. When Crawford won, it was random niggas hugging each other. I just turned around. I saw somebody and hugged them. It was a feeling in there that felt palpable, that we won, that we got one. We won, right? This is what it feels. Bro, Twitter, social media right now is just like niggas who've been going through this. Because I was worried for hip hop. I was worried for freedom of speech. You know what I mean?
I wasn't.
My name was put into this shit. And I think niggas need to realize that when my name was put in it, the reason I turned up on Drake was to show him, you're not taking my freedom of speech. You're not scaring me. I'm not afraid of you. I knew this would happen. And let me be an example that if you stand for something, you got to stand for that thing all the time. Even if the biggest artist in the world, one of the biggest entertainers in the world, puts your name in the stuff to try to intimidate your shit, you got it. That's when you actually got to stand on it. It's one thing when you're going against a bunch of random YouTubers or comments, tweets. When you going against companies, entities as Drake, and they put your name, there's a lot of people who would have folded and never spoke on him again.
That's true.
Thank you guys, everybody who watched my Drake videos. Thank you. Everybody who watched Document 79 and streaming it. Thank you.
I'm going to Rockstar now.
I appreciate you guys so much.
After this, I'll
Document 80 is not going to be the stop of my music. My Chains and Whips freestyle, obviously I have to change what's going to drop. But this is only going to keep the music keep going. Thank you guys so much. Hip Hop won. I'll keep it real. Hip Hop's alive again. I might give my proceeds to Rock him. Oh my. It's low-key emotional, nigga. It feels like for 2 years, nigga, for damn near 2 years, we've been going through like a year with this lawsuit, this goofy ass. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Dot fan, matter of fact, F that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a hip hop fan, celebrate for the rest of the year. Celebrate. Go on your social medias. If you see them owls, clown. Enjoy yourself. Or if you better than me, maybe even extend an arm like, you know what, we know you weird. We know what you was doing. It's okay. I'm not going to do that.
Neither am I.
Maybe you're better than me.
I'm not going to do it either.
Thank you guys so much. I love y'all to death. That was dope.
Shout out to Screw. No, that's a big tune. Shout out to Keisha Cole. In fact, isn't she she related to Not So, innit? Who was also in the Outlaws. See, if you're interested in hip hop culture, you might hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell notification. More content is coming in regards to that. I'm pretty sure it's Keisha Cole I'm thinking of that's got a relation to Not So from the Outlaws. Get me? I haven't. I'll ask my other channel. I think without subscribing. I'm thinking, what's going on? So obviously, I'm gonna subscribe. You can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification. Yeah. So let's see what people are gonna say. Most definitely ready. All right, so all the while, K Dot hasn't uttered one word about the case cherry on the top. He hasn't really. He has not really. Not necessarily. He's done a bit. He's done like a what do you call that thing? It's in one of his concerts where he was basically mocking Drake. That was more or less it. But other than that, he hasn't really said much. Hey, shit gets spooky every day in October. Judge Janet Vargas, October 2025. When a judge understands hip hop more than Drake. I knew this case would be dismissed. Hip hop always wins. Get me? Hip hop always wins. Always. And if you agree with that, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. Let's keep it moving. I will react to section 79. Get me? Let me react to section 79. Oh no, document 79, isn't it? All right. Get me? But hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Document 79. Look at me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. I'm going to take a little short break, but make sure you turn on the post notification, leave a comment in the comment section below in the live chat, and you also get a shout out as well towards the end and all that stuff there. But anyway, yeah. All right, let's react to document 79 by Screwface John. Hit the subscribe button if you're a Screwface John fan. If you're a hip hop fan, you know what to do. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. Hello, my name is When it comes to all things reactions, and like I said, right now we're going to react to document 79 by Screwface John. Let's get it. Let's go.
When a child is shunned from the village, you know that kid is gone. Come back to burn down the village just to feel its warmth, and that's what happened to this little nigga. I know this kid is torn, he wanna be a killer while singing his Little Richard songs. They say gonna snitch you, why niggas suing for dissing, Lord? If this is 60s God, then I'm atheist, cause this bitch a fraud. Why when men diss you, you diss they women like shit is hard. They attack the kid, he attack they bitch like he getting off. Now you Maury Povich searching DNA, you kidding, dog? I know you didn't, dog. You ain't hoe enough to get kids involved in lawsuits and
The bars. Like, Screwface John is a lyricist. If you know, you know, man. The way he puts those words together like that, if you let's go. I get it. He's wearing that shirt because
When a child is shunned from a village, you know that kid is gone. Come back to burn down the village just to feel its warmth, and that's what happened to this little nigga. I know this kid is torn, he wanna be a killer while singing his Little Richard songs. They say gonna snitch, so why niggas suing for dissing, Lord? If this the 60s God, then I'm atheist, cause this bitch a fraud. Why when men diss you, you diss they women like shit is hard. They attack the kid, he attack they bitch like he getting off. Now he Maury Povich searching DNA. You kidding, dog? I know you didn't, dog. You ain't hoe enough to get kids involved in lawsuits. In that wall of this drama towards you getting nailed to the cross. You the God, that's karma for you. So what's your new thoughts, a new excuse for getting rocked? Let me guess, it was a plot? To me it sounded like a crock. So you negotiated contracts before them disses pop, but you egged them on a lot and begged the other dude to drop it. Now this same nigga claiming that the shit done dropped the stock, but this lame nigga thought that if he won he'd be on top, and this bitch would have more chips when negotiating guap. Degenerate nigga, you just mad you gambled and you lost. What you even
bars, and it's true. He is just mad that he gambled and lost. And you know, Drake is a gambling addict. Do you know what I mean? That's incredible. But the production, yeah, it reminds me of that early 2000 Rockefeller days. If you know, you know. Get me, Just Blaze and Kanye type of rhythms. If you know.
been trying to prove? Record labels are shady crazy. They've been saying that since the 80s. You fucking baby. Now they name me in some paperwork. Made me smirk cause I'm gravy. Told my mama that we made it. Your baby about to be wavy. Mind you, nigga, I watch you for they signed you, nigga. That scene from Degrassi prophetic. I remind you, nigga, you try to bully Doc, then your ass got caught in the trap like Jimmy bullied Rick. Then his ass got shot in the back. Oh, I just made the connection. You should feel so silly, cause your singles start to slide like they wheelchair Jimmy. Maybe not being the top is better. Remember,
the way he lined up that Degrassi theme, cold. Hold on.
I remind you, nigga, you try to bully Doc, then your ass got caught in the trap like Jimmy bullied Rick. Then his ass got shot in the back. Oh, I just made a connection. You should feel so silly, cause your singles start to slide like they wheelchair Jimmy. Maybe not being the top is better. Remember, it was just a wish to have this forever, my nigga.
Hey, what's this?
Let me see them. It's the police. Come out with
Hey,
your hands
God,
up.
this cool, man.
About to have fun with this one. Look, hey, look. Why the fuck you still talking like some demon, nigga? The shortest nigga in the league's fucking lynch you, nigga. I know that you scared he took your spot. I know you feel it, nigga. He handed Grammys while you handing out subpoenas, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Nigga lost his drive, he need a CDL. 50 smell pussy. I'm smelling BBL. Satan was a musician too.
If you know, you know. I smell. Is that you, Jar? I smell. Hey, listen, y'all nigga. Pussy. Hey, listen. Get so emotional. Your mom. Hey, listen, that's a tune. Hey, Genie had bangers for days, man.
He handed Grammys while you handing out subpoenas, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Nigga lost his drive, he need a CDL. 50 smell pussy. I'm smelling BBL. Satan was a musician too. Even that demon fell. You go low, I'll go lower, and we can meet in hell. Want to be like Tupac or Biggie. You want.
Hey, listen. Nah, wait. The references and the way he lines it up, y'all gonna respect Screw. Like, obviously, we respect him as a reactor as well, but y'all gonna put respect on his name as a lyricist. Like, nah.
CDL, 50 smell pussy. I'm smelling BBL. Satan was a musician too. Even that demon fell. You go low, I'll go lower, and we can meet in hell. Want to be like Tupac or Biggie. You want to be Adele. Dig a grave, scream free to wave. Let's surf and
Why Adele catch a stray like that? Why Adele catch a stray? That goes from North Louisiana now, and she's a bad girl. What are you saying? Hey, she was. Hey, listen. Even she wouldn't sue over any diss records. Listen. Like, she's from the ends, not from my end, but she's from the ends. Alright?
I know Sue mad that you took his name way too literal. Mob tired of cop vibes, man, I can't even tell. Once he said my name, I knew that boy was a liar. This is not payola, it's fucking murder for hire. And I'm talking lyrically, cause you probably wearing a wire. Honestly, I'm flattered you thought them boys were suppliers, cause that means you gotta think that I'm that nigga right now. Like I could tweet or just react and bring a nigga right down. And it's crazy cause you claim to be the biggest right now, yet little old me from the village can take a nigga price down. Library fucking strikes again. Champagne cop, snitch god, I guess you not my friend. Said they shouldn't use lyrics in court when Thug was locking in. Now you using
the fact that he's dancing like Drake. He's mocking him to a next level.
I guess it's different when they not your mans. When the machine ain't working for you, you be slipping fast. It's starting to feel like you ain't even real. Them niggas built your ass. And speaking about built, fuck them play dope, build the abs. I'm chasing millies, why you chasing me? Oh, that's really bad. Wop, 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 wop. Nigga, you got killed by the chick that made wop. Iceman need to be deported from the block. Call him Iceman, cause he probably worked.
Do you see how he's lining it up?
Built your ass and speaking about build. Fuck them play dope, build the abs. I'm chasing millies, why you chasing me? Oh, that's really bad. Wop, 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 wop. Nigga, you got killed by the chick that made wop. Iceman need to be deported from the block. Call him Iceman, cause he probably working for the... Hold up, stop, 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 stop. Nigga still pressed, I wonder when it may stop. Nigga mad cause the culture root for K-Dot. Maybe cause he rap and you niggas make pop. Hold up, yeah, you wish for this forever, but you ain't even know you made a deal with the devil. You wished on a monkey's paw and now your ass in trouble. They gave you about 16 years in a shovel. Dig a hole, this is deeper than some emails and tweets. I need to repeat, pussy, this is about our freedom of speech. You feeble and weak, I don't give a fuck. Officer Drizzy, read them and weep. Pussy lost his fucking need to compete. You female to me, scared tactics. It ain't gonna work, I'll bleed for my speech. You can't censor us, my nigga, this shit is deeper than me. MAGA Drizzy get to looking like Trump whenever he beef. I ain't Stephen Colbert, you can't.
And he did say, because obviously this song is older than what we just reacted to just before. There you go. He did reference Drake a bit similar to Trump.
Take me off of TV, damn. So how the fuck you about to tell me that you not a lame? My face black, pussy, you a blackface. We not the same, ticked off. But he just a vulture that don't rob the game. But pissed off is better than being pissed on. You got it, man. Wop, 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 wop. Nigga, you got killed by the chick that made wop. Iceman need to be deported from the block. Call him Iceman, cause he probably working for the... Hold up, stop, 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 stop. Nigga still pressed, I wonder when it may stop. Nigga mad cause the culture root for K-Dot. Maybe cause he rap and you niggas make pop. Hold up.
Alright, shout out to Screw, man. Screw the G for that. Screw is definitely a G for this. Let me see what people say in the comments real quick. All right, Drake gonna sneak this year in a pop song for 4 years from now. That low key might happen. This part here, Satan was a musician too. Even that demon fell. A fire bar. Pissed off better than being pissed on. It hits crazy with the context. Like every context, yeah, that he was lining up, it's like, yo, listen. Oh, truly, every bar, the theme and context lines up perfectly. This was such an ideal response. Hip hop is forever. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is forever. Hip hop. All right, if you are a fan of hip hop culture, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let's keep it moving. All right, we're gonna obviously react to more of the situation regarding Drake and his case being dismissed, but I'm gonna go to Tissa Tells. Drake case dismissed. Give me a second. All right, so let's get into this. Shout out to Tissa Tells. Get it. Got their channel as well.
Legal document, but let's just break it down, all right?
Why has this? Anyway, let's go.
Oh my God, you guys, come in, sit down, and shut the door. Drake has lost his lawsuit against UMG. I repeat, Drake went to war with the biggest record label in the world, thinking that he was going to get his permanent retirement plan or at least be let out of his contract, and he is walking away empty-handed. And the judge laughed him out of court and said, you can't be serious. They also destroyed his chances of suing Kendrick Lamar for defamation. Listen, we all knew that the lawsuit was stupid. You came to...
Wait, so that part too, where the court basically saying you can't, or the judge is saying you can't go after Kendrick either. Because knowing Drake, he probably was going to go to Kendrick next anyway.
A rap beat, you got beat, and now you suing UMG. The funny thing is, I will always maintain the reason why Drake knew what UMG was doing is because they were his partner in crime. You thought they were running Kendrick's numbers up because they've been running your numbers up. However, let's get into the way the judge dragged Drake through this. And I don't know, if I was Drake, I would be worried. You just got on that. It's like you made a gamble and lost. You got on the side.
Screwface said the same thing. Hey, it's just so funny to see how everyone else can literally see it. Like, you gambled and you lost. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Of the biggest record distributor, according to your own things, they are petty. Anyway, let's get into what the judge said and why. It's a huge legal document, but let's just break it down, all right? So listen, one, it was a devastating loss. All 3 counts done, loss, okay? So here's the thing, the core issue. He sued his own label, claiming the label UMG defamed him by releasing and promoting Kendrick's Not Like Us, which calls Drake a certified PDS, certified lover boy, certified what, right? His claims were defamation, harassment, and deceptive business practices. Ooh, but get this, the case was dismissed in full. The court found that the song's statements were non-actionable opinion, not factual defamation. Okay, so listen, at the end of the day, this is bad. So listen, they said that the song, its videos, and the artwork marking Drake's Toronto home like a sex offender map were alleged to portray him as a criminal. They're saying UMG published and profited from the track knowing the allegations were false. And Not Like Us became a cultural phenomenon. 1.4 billion Spotify streams, record of the year, Grammy, Super Bowl, halftime show performance, all that. Now, why was this thrown out? If you guys want to go deeper into the case, let's get into this. Why was the defamation claim thrown out, right? Because for something to be defamation, the statement must assert a provably false fact, okay? However,
this is what I'm trying to say. If he's going to appeal, I guarantee you it's going to get worse. Like, it will get worse for him. And listen, yeah.
Judge Vargas ruled the lyrics were opinion and hyperbole, not fact. Again, when the lyrics were opinion and not fact, the judge said, look at the context. This is a rap diss track. It's a known forum for exaggerated insults, not factual reporting. The tone, profanity, violent imagery, and obvious taunts signal rhetoric, not reportage. I don't remember violent imagery, but whatever. The setting. The statements were part of a heated public feud. Courts routinely treat such awards as non-factual speech. This has actually been cited in so many cases. Which makes me think, why did Drake go after UMG? His lawyers should have known this. Also, audience expectation. Listeners understood diss tracks as a performance art. No reasonable listener would treat Not Like Us as literal. Okay, sure. And the precedent. The judge referenced Rappaport v. Barstool Sports, with Barstool's diss track also ruled as opinion. They also said that there's a mixed opinion.
And that's in regards to the Michael Rap situation, if you know.
Argument. Now, Drake claimed Kendrick implied hidden factional evidence. Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. The rabbit hole is deep. But here's what the court said. And again, I will always say Drake was gearing up to sue Kendrick, right? The court said those lines directly mirror Drake's own baiting lyrics. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. They reference public rumors, not undisclosed facts. Thus, right, it is protected pure opinion. They also talked about the video and cover art. The caged owl.
That's what it's headed. No, wait, no.
I know Drake is.
No. That caged owl. You know, look, I'm gonna be. You see, with Kendrick Lamar, yeah, it's almost like he is prophetic. Do you know what I mean? Everyone else talks about it, but he gets it. Like, do you see what I'm gonna say? Like, what does that interpret to you? Leave your answer in the comments below. Like, Kendrick seeing, or basically looking at Drake looking at an owl in a locked cage. What does that reference to you? What does that mean to you? Whether you're a Drake fan or not, I don't care. Just leave your answer in the comment section below. Let me know how you interpret that. Because the way I interpret it is that Drake's going to jail very soon. How soon, we don't know. But I reckon I don't want to wish this on nobody, saying that this person's next or that person goes to jail. Listen, if you are guilty of so-and-so crimes, then and justice needs to happen, then it is what it is. All right? But let's keep it moving.
Man, the court is saying that you legally got a right to drag this man up and down every time you want. The cage owl and sex offender map imagery were satirical, and they're saying they were exaggerated, not literal factual claims. The visuals share the same artistic concept as the lyrics and are likewise opinion. Again, Drake can't even sue Kendrick anymore.
Hey, you, professional. Scrolling YouTube because you're avoiding work? We've all been there. Budgeting.
Drake also had a weird harassment claim. Okay, he did that under New York's criminal harassment statute. But the thing is that they said that it's hardly ever do you get private rights under criminal law. They said basically, Drake, you can't sue civilly for harassment. Only prosecutors can enforce criminal harassment statutes, and the prosecutors, as far as I know, have declined from picking up anything with Kendrick. Drake also talked about the deceptive business practices. This is the part, I think, where he thought he was going to extort UMG or get money out of him or whatever. Okay, do y'all remember Drake alleged that UMG undercover, like secretly, paid podcasters and influencers to promote Not Like Us, used bots to inflate streaming numbers, fake streams, and engaged in radio payola. Now, the judge found these allegations were speculative at best, meaning you're just guessing. You have no real proof. And it was pled on information and belief, so there was no factual support. Basically, the judge said, I'm not going to let you do a fishing expedition. Again, Drake was like, I know they're doing it. I just need permission to get into discovery. And that's what he had found proof. And the judge was like, I'm not giving you permission. And the judge said, but even if all this was true, all the stuff they're saying UMG did, it wasn't directed at consumers, but at industry promotion. So the claim failed. Now, this is the only time I would disagree with the judge, because at the end of the day, listen, Drake's lawsuit was lame. What he tried to do to the rap game was lame. But UMG, I have heard, does play pretty dirty. And I would expect that you know, if you are paying radio and payola and stuff, that's how things actually get to consumers. So you kind of are fixing the market. But you're saying it's cool as long as you're not paying consumers to do it? I don't know. That's the only part of the judge's opinion. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, UMG's reign of terror is still not over. They also said that there was, listen, the First Amendment, the judge said there's no such thing as a false idea. Listen, the contextual, there's a whole bunch going. Again, all three counts were dismissed. They said a reasonable listener could not have concluded that Not Like Us was conveying objective facts about Drake. And Drake's reputation injury is not legally, the courts can't actually do anything about that because the song is constitutionally protected expression. Y'all, Drake went to work with the biggest record label that gave him a huge deal and tried to basically retire off of what he thought his settlement was going to be. And instead, he is walking away with nothing. And on top of that, you have literally shown yourself to be the biggest snitch, the biggest sore loser, the biggest baby ever in rap history. And you got to go back to UMG and try to get some type of, you got to go back in UMG and try to get some type of, what is it, budget for your next album. Y'all, Drake just retired himself.
And that's the thing. I think he will get, obviously, because of how everything worked, I think he will definitely get budget for his next project. But the biggest mistake he made was trying to sue. The biggest mistake that Drake made was trying to sue UMG just for the sake of what? Like, what is the real reason? Because there has to be more to it. Is it the fact that he wanted a retirement plan and he failed as well? Or was he trying to find a way to get a W? Like, leave your answer in the comments below because there has to be more to this. There has to genuinely be more to this. Because I think he obviously knows he's done in hip hop. That's a fact. He knows he's done in hip hop. Music is another thing. That's whatever. Yeah, but hip hop as a whole, he's done. It's not like he can't go back to doing TVs and movies because he can do that. Do you know what I mean? That is what it is. But let's go.
You know, I will say this. Everybody talks about Kendrick and how he ended Drake's career. He sent this man in a spiral so deep that Drake ended his own career. And
hey, what was it that Kendrick said? Nah, let me pull up the lyrics. Hang on. What is it that? Let me play it real quick and I'll find the lyrics.
he just literally went to war with UMG and lost. And the judge said that he can't sue Kendrick because it's all protected. Y'all listen. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thoughts and prayers of Drake's career. He gonna need it. Maybe he can start selling man wig.
No, this is what Kendrick said, Jay. He said, this was in Euphoria, by the way. He said, the superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate. You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Hey, here's what it is.
Units. I don't know. It's just a thought. Anyway, you talk about Cardi was on the subway selling her album. Drake gonna be on the corner selling maybe more than an album.
Hey, yo. Nah, that was rude. That was rude. But shout out to Cardi B for that. The days of like setting mixtape on the roads, if you know, you know. I mean, they weren't really, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's see what people are saying in the comments real quick. All right. Lost the beef, lost the lawsuit. 69, I'm not going to call him that. You can call him if you want. Well, 69 can't stop losing despite his best efforts. Meanwhile, Kendrick is selling out stadiums all over the world. UMG should petition for Drake to pay the legal fee. I think that's part of the process. I think that's part of it with his current self. I think even Drake's attorneys also knew this case was baseless, but they get paid anyway. Well, it is over for Drake, at least in hip hop. And it's the thing, yeah. Like, I'm not being funny, yeah. Like, whether you like Drake or not, like, had he not done this lawsuit, he could have. If he wanted a real W, the real W would come from the fact of, do you know what? I took this. Oh, I lost against Kendrick. He did his best. I did my best. And do you know what I mean? He could have just said, I lost. But I'm part of history. I'm part of history. Like, when you say it that way, it is what it is. Like, some people are still debating. Well, they're not necessarily debating, but it's like Nas versus Jay-Z, for example. That's a prime example, right? But we know Nas won. I'm a Jay-Z fan, but we know Nas won. But I still think Jay-Z had better bars, but we know Nas won. Yeah? Do you understand? It's like, for example, Jadakiss versus 50. Jadakiss won. Like, Jadakiss won. 50 even though Jadakiss won. Do you get it? Come on, man. Then Ja Rule versus 50. All right, that beef is never ending. Do you know what I mean? Like, they never end the story. But even Ja Rule knows I feel like he low-key knows he lost that. Do you know what I mean? But he's still doing what he's doing. Hang on. But yeah, I feel like he's doing what he's doing. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know for some people. I just don't know. Anyway, let's go to Fantastic Hip Hop. And then, yeah. This might be the last one we react to for now. Then we react to Not Like Us one more time. But this time it'll be on this channel because I reacted it before on the Alkebulan Trust channel. So let's react to this one. Let's go.
With Amex Platinum, earn points
Actually,
when you spend on trying running and hating running.
So I'll try not to pause.
Now, when it comes to Cupcake Drake, well, now if you're ready to see how the once Iceman turned Cupcake Man is absolutely cooked right now, as after more info has come out about the lawsuit that he keeps dragging on and on. Well, things have never looked worse for the 40-year-old Mega Karen. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
The 40-year-old Mega Karen. Hey, that's crazy. By the way, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications if you're into hip hop content. Make sure you hit the like button, turn the post notification as well. When you're notified of me uploading new content or going live regarding hip hop, you will be there to watch there and then. Let's go.
Because this is going to be a good one, and I once again have to ask seriously, as Lawbury is spiraling out and coming out for everybody, potentially including...
Hey, what was it that Kendrick said again? Them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch his silence. The famous actor he once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. Anyway.
He's only going to drag this thing out more and more, especially with what we have just found out from the judges within this case in this very moment. Well, make sure to leave that like because we are going to need all the support we can get, and everybody needs to see how the judges are now viewing Lawbury, because right now, well, with none other than Cupcake Drake. I mean, really, when it rains, it pours on the leader of the Legion of Lame, because really, after Drake went from being a rapper wannabe to a Jerry Springer wannabe, I mean, I know you would have thought that a rapper losing so bad that he is asking for a paternity test would be the rock bottom of a crash out, but it's not, and things have only continued to get much worse from here, as now with more info from this case coming up, well, what we have now seen within the actual words of none other than Judge Vargas, who is the one who's trying to make sense of Karen, just using these systems to go super Karen to levels that we have never seen. Well, even one of the most
Wait, is it the one I was thinking of? Hang on. I don't think this is the one I was looking at. Give me a second. I think this is it. Give me a second.
Now, when it comes to Drake, and hold up, run it back, say it with me, because the celebration has an...
This is it. Anyway, hit the like button, turn on the post notification. Let's go. When it comes to Drake...
Now, when it comes to Drake, and hold up, run it back, say it with me, because the celebration hasn't ended. Now, when it comes to Drake... Listen, guys, I'm still ecstatic. It feels like we won the championship or something right now. But if you are ready to see how after the judge told Drake to stop crying and complaining and get in the booth and rap, that, well, Drake is in absolute and sheer and utter shambles, and things have never looked worse for him, as genuinely, not even a full 24 hours after losing the lawsuit, his life is falling apart? You know what to do. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because from the Drake stans who are still acting like they have some sort of a plan and that they are going to win this thing in the long run, to everybody else in hip-hop overall within this moment like no other in the history of the genre, everybody needs to see how the guy who has created one of the biggest messes we have ever had is moving. And with that very point, before we can get into how Drake has actually responded to the worst news that he could have gotten in terms of what he wanted for his own career at this point, what I do want to look at is, after all of the excitement yesterday of finding out that this case was dismissed, which really did just feel like the rap version of winning the championship in some extent, and honestly, just in terms of the glory and relief of it, it did feel like the best thing for hip-hop that I have seen since like GNX dropped or the Super Bowl halftime show. Well, with that, Drake is already in trouble, and it's not even because of what he did, but it's because of how his own label has responded to the decision to dismiss the lawsuit in their official statement, which reads, "From the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career."
Therefore, at the end of the day, it's like, all right, you went to HR, or HR is telling you to come back to work. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to pause for a few seconds, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. You've got ample time to leave comments and leave in live chat, and I'm going to shout you out towards the end. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Let's go.
Just with this, well, once again, just like Judge Vargas and pretty much everybody who worked on this case, you have to give these people who are not inherently within hip-hop culture and who are not a part of rap music a lot of credit, because really, to just actually understand and grasp the basic conventions of the culture and then how the expression in rap beef actually works more than somebody who said they studied rap battles for a living did in Drake. But more with this statement, when you
I study rap battles for a living. I'm joking.
Just see what UMG is saying, what really has me interested here, and this is very big when we talk about what the reaction and how the label would move forward with Drake after this would be, is this whole section where, after talking about how, of course, they are happy for what this means for their artists, because this is something that they can understand from even the most basic levels, when they say they look forward to continuing their work with successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career, pull the contract, because we gotta see the splits, Cupcake, because seriously, when you just see everything that this guy has done, including the personal subliminal messages at the head of the label and his family, and you see them say this, you really do just wonder what type of deal Drake is really on and how bad it is. But at the very least, when we see this, for all of the people who were saying that Drake was going to go independent and that this was going to be this big move where he was going to be able to break from the industry's control, that's the furthest thing from what's happening here. And really what it looks like now is that Drake has lost all of his leverage and that he is going to be doing whatever his bosses tell them to, because at the end of the day, that is the situation that he is in. And so seriously, from that,
basically the boss is saying, hey, get back to work. It's like you go to HR, then obviously the manager, like them, the UMG are the manager, but obviously the judge or whatever is the HR, and they're like, get back to work. Just get back to work. It's fine. We still pay you. It's fine.
With the entire theme and ethos around Drake's career at this point in terms of his music and artistic direction with the whole Iceman stuff, well, being an extension of all of the garbage we saw here, just with everything we saw with the Pinocchio stuff. And for Drake to pretty much build an entire album around Kendrick Lamar and how he feels the label treated him, and for him to just have all of it fail, but then at the same time, the employer who he went against is telling him, we'll see you on Monday and get ready to work. Really, for Drake, and this is the genuinely crazy part about all of this to me, this guy is just trapped within this situation, and I really don't know what he is going to do from here because he's clearly not happy about it. But again, this is the result of all of the choices he has made and constant poor decision after poor decision.
I mean, look, the best thing he can do, if he wants out of that contract, the best thing he can do.
It's shocking how much of the equipment we've used for decades contains forever chemicals. This is the first innovation of its kind.
The best thing you can do is simply just, to work, innit? If he has to churn out like continuous rubbish tunes for a while until, he can get out of contract, is what it is. There's plenty of artists that have done that. I believe. Who was it? I think the one in the UK. There was one in the UK. I think was it Fredo? Like he basically did something similar.
Poor decisions. When I talked about how now that Drake has failed this bad, he is gonna pull something out even pettier to just try and take everything even more than he already has down with him. Well, we have found out a portion of what that plan is going to be, as after the judge told Drake that everything he is doing is genuinely ridiculous and embarrassing, and you can't all of a sudden flip the rules of a rap beef as something that is not a performative thing that people understand is stretching the truth as opposed to pure fact, which is what he was trying to push. The Cupcake and his Cupcake team are really about to lose every single thing that they possibly have over this. As after UMG released their statement and after they told this entire situation to just get on out of here because it's a crock of garbage, Team Drake came out and released this official statement, which of course this is representing the Cupcake. We intend to appeal today's ruling and we look forward to the Court of Appeals reviewing it. And now with this, I mean, we really are at a point where it just seems like Drake is creating a forever loop of just crying and crashing out over all of his choices failing and then the failures of those failures failing even more. And now he is trying to get those failures to be validated.
The failures of the failures are failing. That's insane.
Failed. Does that make sense? Because that's really where we are at. And honestly, if it didn't, that's the exact point I was going for, because that is what Drake is pretty much trying to do here. As again, he can't just accept the reality, because to be honest, as already suing over a rap battle was already a way to try and get a consolation prize or to almost go to some sort of a metaphorical court of appeals for just the entire situation and how it turned out. Doing this is now just the literal extension of the delusion we saw by filing this in the first place, and ultimately is just showing that you are never going to accept any single person's opinion unless they are trying to tell you that you are right, you can do no wrong, Kendrick Lamar is the worst, and you know what, Drake, you actually failed because everybody was against you. But no, that's just not what happened, and no matter how many things you carry out on, that is not going to change a single thing at this point. But really, to just see that Drake and his team are doing this, I can't wait to see how they get laughed out of the room next time, because already, with the judge really getting into hip-hop culture and understanding just how the exchange of free expression and ideas work, and clearly getting it better than Drake, as you can see the transcript, she started to laugh at how ridiculous what Drake was trying to push was based on the double standard that he set. Well, overall, we are at a point where this is just so ridiculous, and it's so baffling that you could even be this low of a person, that this is somehow the direction that you have taken every single thing in. And I mean, I guess you could say from the perspective of the team that Drake put together to try and actually handle this case, you know it's the Drewski meme. They're trying to do what they have to do to say they've done everything to help him, but they really know there's no other options. And I guess from that perspective, if you look at it like that, they are just doing this as a simple...
funny. Drewski's got a clip. Drewski and Paps, yeah, if you know who these two, they have a skit for literally everything. It's insane.
Formality or to try to stand their ground. But I really just do think, as this is such a basic issue that every single person besides Drake fans and Drake have been able to comprehend and just see the blatant hypocrisy of, nobody's going to push this thing any further, because if they did, it would seriously get into some messy territory, which was why we were worried about it for the first place. Because beyond even rap music, this affects all of just speech and art and media as a whole. So for Drake, what the clear thing that he is showing is going to be the status quo just forever at this point, is that he is going to keep Karening till he can't Karen anymore, because just to see this pattern of viciously not ever taking any sort of accountability or even just accepting the results of what the world is showing you and always thinking that somebody's against you and that there's this bigger thing to ruin your career and that everything is just not working, so you keep having to get approval from other things that then don't work, and then you just repeat the cycle over and over again. I mean, this has just gotta stop sometime, right? And I thought maybe it would, now that we have reached a point where at least the suit has been dismissed to what we can see now. But really for Drake...
But this is what I'm saying. I feel like with Drake and his team, if they're really smart, which they're not, as we can see, I'm just saying, like, allegedly, don't try and sue me, Drake and his team. I'm just saying, like, the thing is, I feel like the best thing that he should do, and in this moment, if UMG is saying, all right, get back to work, you know what I mean? Because we're going to invest in you anyway and help you with your career, then the best thing he can do right now, while while his name is trending because of the case being dismissed, is basically change the name of the title of the album. Do what 50 did. Yeah, 50 changed the name of his album to, I forgot it was called. What was? Oh, let me find it. I'm pretty sure. Let me quickly play this.
And based on how petty he has been and how far he has dragged this thing already, I still do think that there is a lot more to see here. But now, beyond the back and forth between Drake's team and UMG and what they're trying to do to continue the worst thing that we have ever seen to hip-hop to just continue to happen despite everybody laughing at it and telling him it's trash. Well, in the midst of all of that, we have actually heard...
Okay, yeah, so allegedly, yeah, and I'm saying allegedly because I can't remember verbatim, but this is just a quick note. But basically, 50's album, Curtis, was originally planned under the title Before I Self-Destruct, right? And the funny thing is, that title was later used for a different album. The only reason why 50 changed that name, because I remember it was a different name. I definitely remember. And it's the moment when Cameron was beefing, well, I say beefing, it was that the start of the beef between Cameron and 50 and basically Dipset and G Unit, basically, where Cameron was like, he was on, I think it was on Hot 97. I think Angie Martinez was the host, and he was like, he's basically saying, Curtis, how about the mob sell, Curtis? Listen, that is hilarious. Cameron's got some classic moments. It's so ironic here because on a different device, I literally have I was watching the interview with Cameron that he did like basically one day ago on the Breakfast Club. Do you see what I'm saying? And look, they both are working on the series for Paid in Full. But basically, I say that to say this. I feel like he changed the name of the title of his album, Curtis. I mean, but Before Self-Destruct to Curtis. And it slightly worked in his favor, but not really, because I feel like he self would, like, they pay no disrespect. Like, it clearly was. But you got to remember, these are the days of selling albums at 600,000 a week. You know what I mean? The first week. like physical copies. So yeah.
From the Cupcake himself, and again in a way that is very official, has directly from Drake, after maybe the worst thing in his entire career in terms of what he wanted to get out of this and how high he made the stakes because of his own failure. Well, after all of that and finding out something that has left him in a place where pretty much all of his options are gone now, as again Drake's rap career, that's been over, his legacy and respect in hip-hop, that's gone, and now in terms of the industry and the rooms where he was trying to Karen out to them over this case, well, they have laughed him out of there as well, and they told him that he has nothing to stand on and that this thing is ridiculous. And now in the midst of all of that,
and also look, you got
massive,
that's Sench, yeah. The funny thing is, yeah, you see, Sench, he ruined his debut album standing next to Drake. I will say it. I will react to his album properly, but he ruined the trajectory of his album. He was doing well successfully, but until you can't, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. He's got to do better.
News out. Drake has spoken up, but in a way that's very different at that, as directly loud and obnoxious and trying to brag or bait people into believing that he has more going on or has this bigger plan than he ever actually does, but in a way that I think is very telling of where he is at right now and where he feels, which honestly is just absolute disappointment. And again, for Drake, I said this yesterday when this all happened, and I'm sure he is thinking about this, and I'm sure he thinks about this more and more as this is all going down. And was it worth losing everything to try and get across whatever you were trying to get across, to try and rewrite the fact that you lost a beef? And so with this, what Drake did is what Drake does, which is some of the most shameful and embarrassing things you ever could, which still both comes from not addressing these situations that you put yourself in face on, and then also, and even more baffling, just acting like
I'm glad he said that, yeah? You know why? Let me give you a prime example. Young Thug. We may have all laughed. I didn't even react to it properly, and I probably will on this channel. I don't know. We'll. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But like the time when Young Thug's phone calls were being leaked, his jail phone calls, like how did he react? First, he tweeted for a bit. Then he ended up doing an interview. Then he broke it down. Okay, yeah, he still was having a little bit of excuses here and there, but at the same time, he attacked it he did what was I was expecting Drake to do, but Drake ended up going to a content creator or whoever she is who's not from hip hop culture. Do you understand? So she's not gonna ask certain questions that need to be asked. Like he should have went to Mal or even flipping academics, but he's not gonna do that. He's scared. Drake is scared. He's literally scared of certain questions being asked. He's literally scared. Call it what you want.
Is okay when really deep down inside, Cupcake, we know who you are. We know what you have put on display, and we know how low you have gotten. We know you are losing it over this. And so to come out after all of this and post some happy birthdays, which, you know, you're trying to shout out OVO and act like everybody's together and everything's all good, and even with the first one, you can see that there still is some sneak diss in here. As you can clearly see, Drake has a statue of Tupac wherever this is, which it does seem to be somewhere that's important to him, as this is a picture of him and one of his good buddies. Well, overall with that, I guess that is the response that Drake is giving, which all does come down to that Tupac statue, which however you want to put it. After all of this happened and everybody's talking about Kendrick Lamar and everybody's celebrating for hip-hop, well, for you to put up this picture where Tupac is in the back, we can all see the play here, and we can all just look and really understand what you're trying to do to just once again, still when you think about it, subliminally send some sort of a message that either you have a plan or that you're still just dragging this thing out and trying to annoy Kendrick and any of the hip-hop purists by acting like you are Supac Cupcake Shakurny Jones, and that you have all of these items that represent and define hip-hop history and that you hang them up like trophies in your places. And just off that point, if this is really
Let me reiterate what he basically just said. he basically is doing what colonizers do, stealing loot or buying loot and flipping, you know what I mean, from other countries, more than stealing loot. But when I say buying, they buying it from other people that stolen it. You know what I'm saying? It goes through cycles, but that's another day for another story. Another story for another day. But he basically hangs them up like in a museum. Basically, that's basically it. Go to the... Anyway, let me not say too much, but yeah.
Last resort of what you think you can do to try to send any sort of a message to anybody? Well, I guess I get it from how bad of a place everything has looked and with how bad of a tactician that you have shown you are. But honestly, at this point, as we are just seeing more and more turn out bad for you because of your own choices and because of how much of a crash out that you are, Cupcake, all of this stuff just holds little to no impact. And you know when Pusha T was doing interviews after he dropped So Be It, and he was talking about his beef with Travis Scott, and he said despite whatever issues he has with Travis, he was saying how at the end of the day, it's Travis Scott, he's harmless, he can't do anything as an MC. At this point, you could have anything from Tupac or any other all-time rap legend at this point, but is it really gonna matter? Because at the end of the day, you're Drake, and you're the Cupcake Karen Lawbury ballerina, and well, the only thing you study for a living is crashing out and humiliating yourself, so you're not gonna be able to do anything with this, and honestly, again, we know that no matter what gear you can get, and no matter what you can show off and try to act like you won or like it's yours, it's not gonna equate to anything other than just disappointment and disdain for your entire career more and more as a whole. So really with these things and with Drake trying to show off the Tupac statue to have some sort of a gotcha moment, the ship has sailed for that, and it's not getting the reaction it once did because we've all seen the trick and we've all seen the grift, and nobody wants to play into it anymore because they know the way everything ends when your name is Cupcake Drake. And really with this, even for OVO at this point, which I think they are going to need their own full piece to really just explore and talk about how they are taking this, because that's a whole mess in of itself. I do think deep down inside for Drake, everybody, no matter what side you're on right now, is just realizing what Drake really is, which is something that he tried to call Kendrick, I remember, when he made a post and tried to act like he was this bigger and better artist, which was that whole thing when he called Kendrick a one-trick pony and acted like he was this amazing, versatile person who could do pretty much anything, although his songs that sound different are all taken from other artists. And at that, while Kendrick goes into so many different layers in his music, Drake obviously does the most superficial and surface level stuff, but that's not even the point of the conversation, so let's stop that right there. And let's just get back into the real ideology of Drake at this point, which really just does seem like he is building every single thing around the very principle on the fact that he is always acting like there is this rabbit that he is going to pull out of his hat, and that he always has this big trick ready, and that there's always this great thing that's going to happen. But again, if we go all the way back to March of 2024 when Like That dropped and the beef started, all the way to now, there have been like 30 or 40 different things, and I honestly may actually compile a full list very soon, so if I...
Nah, he needs to, because I need to react to that, because 30 to 40... If he does that, make sure, and he will definitely do, he has to. So hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. So when he does react to that, when he does post that, I will react to that. Because 30 to 40, nah. Drake, you're not all right, brother. I can't even call you a brother still. You're not all right. You need therapy, bro. I can't even call him bro. You need therapy. I don't think it's the diss. I don't think it's the diss track that's hurt him so bad. I think it's the fact of he thought he was the be-all and the end-all when it comes to the culture of hip-hop. Let's be real. But then he forgot that he's manufactured. And anything that's manufactured often has a warranty. And the time of that warranty often runs out. Anyway.
I do that, I will get that number of just things and moments that Drake was gonna make and Drake was gonna have that were gonna change rap forever, and that were gonna ruin his rivals, and that were just gonna leave us sitting in a place where we were all seemingly gonna regret the stances we took, the sides we picked. And according to Drake and OVO, we were supposed to eventually find out that Kendrick was the worst and he worked with the industry and that everything was fake and that Drake has been the hero all along. But of course that didn't happen, and it's honestly the furthest thing from reality. And almost what I admire about Drake is how long he's been able to keep this game going, because somehow, even after all of this time, well, for OVO, they are still acting like Drake is gonna pull something out of a hat, which I don't know what I have to tell you. But listen, he has been doing this since the night Family Matters dropped, and nothing, and I mean nothing since that very moment, has been able to get him within an 100-point deficit of what Kendrick Lamar has been able to do at the same time. And so let's just stop that and stop acting like Drake is gonna do something other than grift the fact that he has something bigger planned, because that's kind of his whole MO now. And we have to just accept what's really going on here, which is now that an artist who just felt like they were spoiled and entitled to the entire industry and the throne of rap and the keys of the game. Well, after one of the worst eras in rap where everybody was just kind of phoning things in and letting Drake have his moment because they really didn't care about the craft and sport of it, and they just wanted to get their numbers from him and leave it at there. And that goes for everybody, from Travis Scott to J. Cole to all of the other people who defined the Drake era. Well, after things got tough and one rapper challenged him for the throne, the grifted mask that Drake was hiding behind was just exposed like we have never seen before, and we are now at a point where we are just realizing not that Drake has had this big fall off or anything like that when you really break it down, but in terms of Drake being this uncalculated, this messy, and this much of a loser, this has always been who he is, and he's just had the right things covering it up for quite a while. And that very point to me is just so telling about where we are all going and what we really do need to realize, which is that for OVO and everybody who supports Drake, it's not like Drake was ever this #1 or maybe even the #2, and that he had that spot deservingly so in rap. But really, if we just break it down, this guy was just the product of the way the industry was moving and got in at the right time to take the right spot that he had, but he never actually had the merit to stand on what he was trying to do. And now that he's been called out for it, and well, we've been here for over a year at this point, just watching him move down and down the power rankings and humiliate himself more and more, I just think we need to all be aware of that and really properly rank and estimate Drake all across the board at this point in his career. And so really with that point, with how Drake has started to move after losing this lawsuit, despite whatever things they are doing to drag this out, everybody just needs to realize that this is who Drake is, and we are only going to continue to just see him do more embarrassing things while at the same time fail to redeem himself on any level with even the most minute and small things.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it. Thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
But you know, as this is all happening for Drake, and of course rap got a huge win at the same time because it has been hip-hop against the very ideology and sentiments he's been pushing here, and really just for Drake to get exposed and for people to find out who he really is. That's the best thing that just could have went down in this time, because with the fall of Drake, all that really means to me, and I think a lot of other people, is that hip-hop has a better chance to get to its next golden age than ever. And so yeah, that's what I got in terms of how Drake and his team are moving and scrambling like losers after all of this has went down. And if you want to stay up to date with everything that Drake is going to be doing in this time, and also just how the rap world is going to move after such a pivotal thing happened, which there is a lot to discuss there, from Drake to Kendrick Lamar to a lot of other people, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And also, channel memberships are now live, so if you want to support the channel, you can do that. It is a great way to do so. Once again, I just want to say thank you for all the support. It really does mean a lot that you watch these videos and you sit down and have these discussions with me, which I think are so important in this time in hip-hop, where just everything has never been under a bigger limelight because of the way the events have folded. And now, if you want to see how right before this, well, Drake officially lost the lawsuit, and with just the reaction and excitement of it, what I'm going to say is, if you haven't seen this already, you got to check it out, because I don't think I've ever been more excited or just happy in a video, because genuinely this was just an all-time great moment that we are never going to forget, and we are going to keep the excitement going. Check out the suggested video.
Hey, listen. Wait, this stroke actually by Idris Elba. Wait. This stroke is by Idris Elba. No. That's String a bell. I don't think string a bell. Get me? Anyway, it's always my other channel that I've subscribed, but let's keep moving. Let's turn on the bell notification clearly. Anyway, so let's see. UMG, get your ass back to work. For real, for real. I collect else for living, Drake. Yo, now when it comes to Drake, it gets me weak as fuck. It's for real, for real. Anyway, this is amazing. No, hold on. We all need to see that compilation of the 30 plus things Lawbury. This is insane. Like, it really is insane. It really is insane. But I was gonna do the compilation. Speaking of compilation, I was gonna do reaction to the Reactors Guild because I want to see most people. But I want to do that for another stream, another day. But I do want to say this about Drake, though, about UMG, basically to Drake. Where is it? Give me a second, y'all. They basically said this. Where is it? That's too long. Let's go to Power University.
Because that's the job. That's what I do. Because if I don't do that, y'all don't eat. We keep doing this, Lou. Going over the same shit, talking the same talk. Then you're done and you're gonna walk away. It's just noise, Lou. Shit that you say to make yourself believe something gonna happen that ain't never gonna happen. You ain't going nowhere because there ain't nowhere for you to go. You know, I keep waiting for you to figure it out, Lou. To see what's as obvious as the nose on your motherfucking face, but you ain't never gonna see it. So I'm gonna have to say it out loud for you. So we can stop having these fucking talks because I'm tired. So let me make it plain. Let me make this shit real simple. I own you, nigga.
Hey, yo. Hey, shout out to Patina Miller. Like, she's an incredible actress. Hey, because you would never... The way she acts, yeah, in comparison to... Like, it's just two different people. Hey, this scene is legendary. Hold on. Why can't I even... doesn't matter. Look, anyway, what we're going to do now is finally react to Not Like Us again and again and again. Get me? So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Get me? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get me? I don't think I reacted it on this channel. I reacted them on the Alkebulan Trust. So I might as well react on this channel while I got the opportunity. So yeah, let's go.
When you wear Uggs that can't even step around freely and not look like everybody else in it.
Ugly. Anyway, never mind.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, and all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
What's the password?
What's the password?
I see dead people.
If I rap along, forgive me, all right?
You
gotta rap along as well. Hey! What's up on the beat, yo?
Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak, bro. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many eyes you really got?
See, this is what I'm trying to say. Remember that. Remember what Fantastic Hip Hop was saying, that Drake was saying about Kendrick. This ain't the first song where Kendrick was basically saying F the industry. Do you know what I mean? He even said it in Euphoria. Do you understand? He even said it in Euphoria.
You late.
Nothing on that beat, no. Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman.
Hey, that literally. Do you know how insane it is right now to react to this and realize after reacting to Drake losing the lawsuit? Yeah, I'm telling. Not even losing. Well, it's losing, but the case being dismissed. This person here that was trying to creep up on Kendrick is supposed to be Drake. It's supposed to be Drake.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got.
One more time. Yeah.
The boat.
Yeah.
But that one is
no, because I'm. See, look, we're gonna go for it one more time.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman.
Look, the reason why I say that, yeah, most people are not. Maybe you caught it earlier on when at the time, but I'm still gonna mention it here. That scene there is from the album. Let me just double check real quick. It's from the not album. It's from the mixtape, Drake mixtape. And now my thing doesn't want to work when I want to use it. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So the album cover is called. So the album cover that it's from is from Dark Lane Demo Tapes, which was released in 2020. And here the joke of it. The song on that was Toosie Slide, right? So hence the caption. In not the caption, my description. Let me see the track listing. There's a track on there. Where is it? Chicago Freestyle. Where is it? There was another track on there. War. There's a song on there called War. So anyway.
Out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up to school with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him.
Hey Drake,
I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
I know. Let's actually count how much push-ups he's doing. Let's count for real. Let's count.
They up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him.
Wait.
I hear you like.
Wait. That was too quick.
Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the
17 push-ups. That's insane.
Party playing with his nose now, and Baka 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think they gonna let you disrespect?
A mix of different people in this video. I need you to peep game. The mix of different people. And obviously some look younger, some look a bit older, some are Caucasian, some are black, some are. This one definitely, I can't say definite, but you got a Latino thing going on. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Look at the mix.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul.
How many times I've seen this video, yeah, and I've never actually realized that Mustard is actually rapping along to the lyrics, especially that Tupac part. Wait a minute, because you know when this lawsuit, when the news of the lawsuit being, basically Drake losing the lawsuit, or guess what? I saw the comment from Mustard, and it was laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, and I immediately knew it was in reference to that. I immediately knew.
They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Ain't Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? P-Rest, that's for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fish Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other vaginal option.
And I think that's another reason why Drake is in his feelings since 2009. Think about it. Let's go.
Pussy, nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the block. Ay, put the wrong label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie, here 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay.
That's dangerous.
They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the.
This is what's so insane about this verse. Knowing that, who knew that fast forward, that Young Thug call would have been, jail call would have been leaked. This what makes this verse even more insane. Even though it was a direct response to Family Matters.
Mecca building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second. Let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug makes you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from North Side. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Hey, blood wolf, yeah. Not sea wolf, blood wolf.
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV-ho, OV-ho. Say OV-ho.
But the Brandon T. Jackson.
Step this way,
step
that way.
Brandon T. Jackson is in the video. Out of all, how and why? Brandon T. Jackson, if you know, you know.
Step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
And this is what I told him to lead up to in the end. Drake's going to jail. And Drake's going to jail. If he keeps this up, he's going to be locked up in a cage like that. He's going to be locked up. You hear me? He's going to be locked up. It is what it is. Let me know what you think about it. What do you think is going to be? is right there in the middle. Right there in the middle.
Hey, y'all want to do it again?
Hey, listen. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Did you think it was a fair situation for the case to be dismissed? Do you think Drake should get another chance to appeal if he appeals? What do you think the next chance is going to be for Drake? Does he have a career in hip hop? Is it iced out? Because clearly he's still got a career in music. Because UMG is saying we basically own you, Ninja. We own you. So anyway, let's just keep it moving. Let me see what people are saying in the comments real quick. Here, after the lawsuit was dismissed, we all are. We're running this up after the lawsuit got dismissed forever. We're here after the lawsuit was dismissed. See, everyone writing the same thing. I'm going to write something different. I'm going to say here because this is now one of the best ever diss songs ever, but this was not even the best in the Kendrick versus Drake battle. It was actually Meet the Grahams. Or what do you think? You know what I mean? I'm even asking you in the comments, everyone watching right now, what do you think? What do you think is the best track or the best diss song? Yeah, because the reason why I say Meet the Grahams is the best one is because it's so technical, but not technical. Like it gets to his personal, and like the sonics of it, it's just insane. It's insane. It's like it was just. I mean, obviously, yeah, it should be designed just for him, but it's like it's designed for him. It's like, for example, let me give you an example. Not Like Us is basically obviously designed to diss him, but like it clearly has a mass appeal. Meet the Grahams, yes, can have a mass appeal, just depends, but it feels like it's just for his ears only. You know what I mean? And then Euphoria is one of those ones where you're like, it's more of an intro. It's an entree. Do you know what I mean? But it's wrapped around a lot of things that tie up to that leads to Not Like Us. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. Get me? I will react to some more of other people's reactions in regards to this lawsuit. Shout out to everyone watching. Get me? Give me a second. Let me just see if people have left some comments in the live chat. Give you a shout out. Get me? That's what we're gonna do around here. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications because more content is coming in regards to hip hop content. So, yeah.